Today I will be speaking on a couple of problems or just simple obstacles I have encountered while embarking on this pull-up challenge. Not this one from this video, but the pull-up challenge that I'm doing on the other videos. As of now, there are two videos on this channel, in case you're new. The gym videos and the pull-up videos. Okay, let's start off. So, one obvious problem that I encountered right at the beginning was that my back was sore from pull-ups. So I had to remove all back training from my gym sessions. At the beginning, my biceps were pretty fine and I kept training them. But after 2 weeks, I felt like my biceps were too exhausted. And when I trained them, I feared overtraining them because they just could not get enough rest from the pull-ups and potentially injuring myself. So I ended up recently cutting out bicep training completely out of my program as well. Now, very recently, I have encountered a new problem that I did not expect. That problem is my pecs were sore. I witnessed that on a recent session that was 6 days apart. I trained chest, and 6 days later, I trained chest. And I was sore still on my chest, and I didn't get why. And the session before that one, I was a little bit sore as well. And I was a bit confused. Why am I sore here? This makes no sense. I haven't trained chest in 6 days. So I researched my problem. I researched, why do my pecs get sore from pull-ups? And I found this answer. Pull-ups primarily work the back and biceps, but the chest muscles, particularly the lower chest, can also be involved, especially during the initial part of the movement and when the arms are brought in front of the body. Soreness in the pecs after pull-ups is normal, especially if you are new to the exercise or have increased the intensity. And then I saw a couple videos and I realized something that now seems pretty obvious. When you're at the top of the movement on the pull-ups, your pecs are kind of contracting, and when you're at the bottom, they're obviously stretched. So it's completely normal that they're sore. It shouldn't be a surprise to me, but for some reason I just never took this into consideration. Now, what am I doing about, there's another problem, which is when I start doing pull-ups, the first 5 to 15 pull-ups usually hurt a lot on I'd say they're just uncomfortable on my elbows until they warm up. Obviously, I have to work on my joints of my elbows more. Okay, so about these 4 problems that I've just enlisted, obviously, the back training in the gym, that's fine. I'm getting more than enough back stimulus from these pull-ups. And the same thing with the biceps. So those 2 problems, they're not really problems. They're just little hurdles that I had to fix quickly. Now, the third problem, the pecs. Obviously, training chest is still something that I will do, but I think I'll have to change my approach to it. Obviously, right now, the only chest exercise I really do, or the one I primarily do, is benching. And I've been trying to get my bench up and up and up and up over the past few months, and I've done an exceptional job at that. I am stronger than I've ever been. But obviously now with this newfound problem with the pull-ups, it has not been as easy to progress. So I'm going to think on maybe some other way I can train my pecs and still bench a little bit to maintain my strength and obviously also progress the strength, but a bit slower, and just work around the problem. I have an idea, and that idea might result in a new series on this channel, which would be very interesting, but I still have to think about it because obviously there's only so many things one can add in a day. And about the joints. The joints is a problem that's being worked on right the fuck now. What do I mean by this? There will be a series coming out pretty soon on this channel. Yes, a new series where I work my hands, my forearms, and my joints. Obviously, only the ones on the arm to make sure they're strong for the big day.